Good day to you, and thank you very much for again watching you. And today we will discuss about Bible, and it will be 1 Kings 7 to 8. Okay, let's start. And Solomon was building his own house 13 years when he finished all his house for the build, the house of the forest in Lebanon. The length thereof was 100 cubic, and the breadth thereof 50 cubits, and the height thereof 30 cubits, upon 4 rows of cedar pillars, with cedar beams upon the pillars, and it was covered with cedar above over the 45 beams that were upon the pillars, 15 in rows, and there were beams in 3 rows, and a window was over against window in 3 ranks, and all the doors and posts were made square with beams, and windows were was over against window in 3 ranks. And he made the porch of pillars. The length thereof was 50 cubits, and the breadth thereof 30 cubits, and a porch before them, and pillars were a threshold before them. And he made the porch of a throne where he was to judge, even the porch of judgment, and it was covered with cedar from floor to floor. And his house where he was to dwell, the other court with the porch was of the like work. He made also a house of Pharaoh's daughter, whom Solomon had taken to wife, like unto this porch. All these were of costly stones, even he hewn stones, according to measure, short with saws, within and without, even from the foundation unto the coping, and so on the outside unto the great court. And the foundation was of costly stones, even great stones, stones of 10 cubits, and stones of 8 cubits, and above were costly stones, even hard stone according he measure, and cedar wood. And he great court round about. He had 3 courses. He had stone, and a court of cedar beams, like as the inner court of the house of Jehovah, and the porch of the house. And King Solomon sent and fetched Hiram out of Tyre. He was son of widow of the tribe of Nepthali, and his father was a man of Tyre, a worker in brass. And he was filled with wisdom and understanding, the skill to work all work in brass. And he came to King Solomon and wrought all his work, for all fashioned the 2 pillars of brass, 18 cubits high apiece, and a line of 12 cubits compassed either of them about. And he made 2 capitals of molten brass to set upon the tops of the pillars. The height of the one capital was 5 cubits, and the height of the other capital was 5 cubits. There were nets of checker work and rents of chain work for the capital which were upon the top of the pillars, 7 for the one capital and 7 for the other capital. So he made the pillars and there were two rows round about upon the one network to cover the capital that were upon to top of the pillars, and so did he for other capital, and the capital that were upon to the top of the pillars in the porch were of lily work 4 cubits, and there were capital above also upon the two pillars close by the belly which was beside the network of the pomegranates were 200 in rows round about upon the other capital. And he set up the pillars at the porch of the temple, and set up the right pillar, and called the name thereof Jessine. And he set up the left pillar, and called the name thereat Boaz, and upon the top of the pillars was lily work. So was the work of the pillars finished. Okay, that's it today. Okay, we'll be coming back our next. Okay, so up to this now. Okay, thank you very much indeed. We'll be coming back. Take care. Bye bye.